Today, we'll be going over the 5 biggest weight loss myths and debunking them with factual research backed by science. Weight loss myth number 1. Starving yourself is the best way to lose weight. Crash diets are unlikely to result in long-term weight loss. In fact, they can sometimes lead to long-term weight gain. A big problem with this type of diet is that your body will be low on energy, and this could cause you to crave high sugary foods. These types of foods, such as donuts and chocolate, are low in volume, but also very high in calories. This will cause you to overeat past the limit of your daily maintenance calorie intake, while still feeling hungry at the end of the day. Another potential problem is that you may also be missing out on essential micronutrients, but the main underlying issue that not many people talk about is the damaging effect undereating can have on your metabolism. If you suffer from weight gain, chances are that you already have a slower than average metabolism. Speaking in terms of evolution, the human species is still stuck in the hunter-gatherer stage. Our ancestors didn't have supermarkets to go to, or a fridge to raid when they felt hungry. They would have to hunt or forage for food. There would have inevitably been long periods of famine, when food was more scarce, especially during the last ice age. The human body is a very clever machine. In these periods of famine, what happens is that your metabolism naturally slows down to preserve as much fat as possible in order to keep your vital organs functioning. In essence, long-term crash dieting has the complete opposite effect on your metabolism to what you're actually trying to achieve, which is why 95% of diets fail, and people end up putting all the weight they lost back on. Weight loss myth number 2. Foods labeled low-fat or reduced fat are always a healthy choice. Foods labeled as low-fat have to contain no more than a specific amount of fat to legally use that label, but does that automatically make it a better choice for health and weight loss? Too much saturated fat in your diet can raise your cholesterol, which increases the risk of heart disease over time. A small amount of daily fat intake is essential as part of a balanced diet. Fat helps the body absorb vitamins D, A, and E, which can only be absorbed by the body with the help of fats. When looking for fat sources, it's essential to stick mainly to unsaturated fats, which consist of monounsaturated or polyunsaturated fats. Some healthy fat choices are avocado, olive oil, and almond nuts. When it comes to weight loss, fat is the most calorie-dense of the 3 energy sources. There's 9 calories in a gram of fat and 4 calories in a gram of protein or carbohydrates. That's more than twice the amount. In other words, when trying to stick to a calorie deficit, it's essential to keep fat consumption to a minimum, but that doesn't necessarily mean that foods labeled as low fat are also low in calories. A lot of times these foods will replace fat with sugary carbs and will be just as high in calories as the full fat option, so it's important to read each individual label. Weight loss myth number 3. It is possible to spot reduced fat by training that body part. The general theory that some people believe is that performing particular rigorous exercises will cause fat in a particular area of the body to melt away through spot reduction. For instance, performing leg lifts will minimize the amount of fat around the hips and thighs, performing ab workouts will result in flat abs, and performing chest exercises will eliminate the fat around your pecs. These methods are both false and impossible to achieve. The only way to burn fat is to be in a calorie deficit. It's basic calories in versus calories out. Everyone's genetics are different and we all store fat in different areas. Some store more fat in the thighs and glutes, while others may store fat in the stomach and love handles. When losing weight, your particular genetics will also decide where the fat will come off from. Fat will reduce all over your body, but will inevitably lower in some areas a little more than others. Weight loss myth number 4. Cutting out all snacks can help you lose weight. Many people, especially those who lead active lifestyles, require a snack in between meals to keep their energy levels up. Instead of potato chips, chocolate, and other high-sugar, high-fat snacks, opt for fruit or vegetables as a healthier, low-calorie option. Weight loss myth number 5. Consuming carbs makes you put on weight. As I already stated earlier, losing weight is basic calories in versus calories out. It doesn't particularly matter where the calories come from, although when following a calorie-restrictive diet, protein is king. This is because protein keeps you full and satiated for longer than both fats and carbs. It's easy to consume 2,000 calories worth of pizza in one sitting, but it's virtually impossible to consume 2,000 calories worth of chicken breast. Protein obviously has a lot of other health benefits such as the amino acid and muscle repair components, but strictly in terms of weight loss it is essential. It doesn't matter greatly where the rest of your calories come from, as long as you are consuming at least 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Well, that about wraps it up. If you found this information useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps our small channel grow, and stay tuned for weekly health tips and tricks.